Hola, ¿cómo estás? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the premiere of the most recent FLCA at Home and Away storytelling. My name is Jennifer Bedford, and I'm one of the faculty that led the FLCA this year. We're thrilled to have you here today to celebrate the amazing work of our students and faculty from the Faculty of Media, Art, and Design at Durham College, along with SOS, students offering support, and mentors from the community of Las Arrugas. Hola. As many of you know, this project started back in the fall of 2019 when Durham College's first outbound trip to Guatemala took place. During this trip, our students had the incredible opportunity to work with local high school students to create stories about sustainable development goals, and it was led by our colleague, Danielle Harder. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic hit and prevented us from returning, but we never gave up on our mission to continue this amazing project. This year marks a return to in-person in Guatemala. 2 faculty, 13 students visited Las Arrugas, and we're proud to say that we've built on the original foundation. And we've created a program that would see these stories shared around the world. Our students and faculty, along with SOS youth mentors, have worked tirelessly to bring those stories to life. And we can't wait to show you the incredible results today. We're grateful for the support of Durham College, our partner, students offering support, our sponsors whose generosity has made this project possible. It's through their support that we're able to bring together students, mentors from different parts of the world to share their unique perspectives and stories. So let's sit back, let's relax, and enjoy a morning of storytelling that will take us on a journey through the eyes of our students and mentors. Once again, I want to welcome you to the 2023 premiere of FLCA Home and Away storytelling. Let's celebrate the power of storytelling that connects us all. I would now like to introduce you to my illustrious colleague, Marnie Thornton. And I would like to introduce you to the Executive Director of Students Offering Support. This is Laura Barbosa. Welcome.
Thanks, Jen. Gracias a todos. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. My name is Laura. I'm the Executive Director of Students Offering Support. We are a registered charity here in Canada implementing transformational programs, mainly focused on education and gender responsive programs. We partner with local NGOs in Latin American countries to build sustainable programs that will help students in rural communities access quality education. It's an honor to be here, to be sharing with everyone about the work we are doing, but more importantly, the work that your students are doing too. It's through these global experiences that we can see global citizens. And so I'm really happy to be here. For today's agenda, we have the welcome, which we have been doing right now, introduction. So we are gonna let our local NGO, our partners in Guatemala, to introduce themselves, to talk a little bit about the impact of this project in their community. We are gonna check or watch the final projects that youth mentors in Guatemala created, as well as Durham students. And we're gonna have some final remarks and closing ceremony. We truly hope that you enjoy, because this is really powerful. We are talking about changing education, changing communities that they thought could never do that. So really, thank you. So the first, it's important to introduce our partners, because without them, we couldn't do this. Our first partner is SEEDS, Semillas de Innovación para el Desarrollo Sostenible. Shelly, could you please raise your hand so that everyone can meet you? Great. So that's Shelly Carrillo. She is the Executive Director of SEEDS. SEEDS has partnered since 2012 with the Students Offering Support. We have implemented different educational projects, from infrastructure to our latest project called Guatemala Groundswell. And then we have Noé. Noé, could you please raise your hand or maybe say hi to everyone? That's our Noé.
Hi, good morning.
And then we have our youth mentors in Las Arrugas. Then we have Isabel in Quiche. Isabel, could you please say hi?
Hi everyone, good morning.
Good morning. So we have with us three communities, Las Arrugas, San Felipe, and Ojo de Agua. Las Arrugas is located in Alta Verapaz, and Ojo de Agua and San Felipe are located in Quiche, Guatemala. We also have Durham College, everyone who's behind this beautiful project that we started in 2019. With me as well, we have Oriana. Oriana, she's the Global Program Coordinator of Student Suffering Support. She oversees the international programs that we are implementing. And of course, you have met already Danielle, Janine, who's very important in this project too, Marnie and Jennifer. Thank you.
Back to me. So I have the important story to tell you about how this unfolded in the fall and some of the program overviews. So the FLCA Home storytelling took place during the fall reading week in October 2022, and our students worked with 3 communities in Guatemala: Las Arrugas, San Felipe, and Ojo de Agua. And these include a range of photo essays as well as videos that were produced by the selected youth mentors. The stories were based on the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals with an emphasis and interest in access to education. And so what this opportunity really offers our students is getting out there and having a true cultural exchange. Having an opportunity for some students who may have never had the opportunity to travel internationally get to go and experience a true cultural exchange in which we live and eat and breathe and have fun with the local community. And so this is really important. This was funded by Global Skills Canada, as well as Colleges and Institutes Canada, and Global Skills Opportunity is funded by the Government of Canada's Outbound Student Mobility Pilot Program. So without this funding, we wouldn't be able to have projects like this, and this is part of what makes studying at Durham College unique and different. You'll meet some of our students today, and you'll meet some of the youth mentors, and you'll hear in their own words how powerful and how moving this opportunity was. But I can say this as a faculty member, what a special experience to undertake, and I'm proud to be a faculty member that worked on this project this year. From here, I would like to just say a faculty team back in the fall before we transitioned to in-person. There were 3 faculty, so Danielle Harder, Marnie Thornton, myself, mentored student groups, so switching roles out of professing and teaching and having the students take that opportunity and learn. And I know from speaking to some of our students, having this opportunity to learn and teach in this way has actually inspired them to possibly move into teaching in their futures as well, which is really powerful and moving. To have an experience that you never expected change the course of your life. Yes, people are coming in live, they'll have to wait. So the students took on this role, and as faculty, we spent 6 hours a day, every day, mentoring our students to become excellent teachers. So I'm proud to say that. And then in the winter, we did this in person and really emphasized the sharing of stories. So Danielle Harder and her team over the last few years have built a really strong foundation on using videography, podcasting, and photography to tell stories. But what we were finding is that these powerful stories that were made by our youth mentors in Guatemala weren't getting out there. So we built on this foundation this year to learn how to share stories through the lens of equity, diversity, and inclusion, through looking at accessibility for screen readers, captioning, and using alt tags. And the students taught youth mentors in Guatemala why this is important. And as we know, in 2025, we're moving towards all accessibility here in Ontario. So it's a wonderful opportunity for our students to show them how it's done here in Ontario and in Canada. I'm thrilled to pass the microphone now to, I'd like to introduce our VPA, Dr. Elaine Popp, who's going to come up and say a few words this morning. Welcome, Elaine.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. And I am really, really excited to be here today. And I got up this morning and I looked at my calendar and I saw, oh yeah, I get to come and meet with students and see what really matters, seeing the impact that learning experiences such as this one can have on you. I wasn't ever a student that participated in a culture exchange. I certainly did have the opportunity to do that as a faculty member, and I know how profound experiences such as these can be for the students and for the faculty taking part in them as well. So I am really excited to be here today. And today's event is the result of a faculty-led classroom abroad, or because I know I get called the abbreviation queen here by Dawn, we call them FLCAs, and that's just the icing on the cake being here for that. I'm exceptionally proud of our FLCA program, which helps give our students and employees the tools, understanding, and experiences required to succeed in this highly integrated global world. These unique learning opportunities are supported by our internationalization and global engagement plan, which in turn helps us to achieve the third goal of our academic plan, which is the augmentation and strengthening of initiatives such as these. And while the strategy is important, it leads to our ultimate goal, which is supporting our students and helping them to develop a global mindset. As I'm sure many of you can attest to that are in the room today, FLCA experiences offer incredible value to both our students and our employees. But in addition to that, they also support the international communities we serve. FLCAs also help to open the doors for us to explore new opportunities for international, cooperative, and engagement activities. Those who participate abroad gain rich, meaningful, and memorable experiential learning opportunities, enabling them to use the skills and abilities they're mastering in their programs, while also building and cultivating the durable skills that will foster their future successes. Students who engage from home also have meaningful roles in these projects as they collaborate with their peers, gaining those ever important global perspectives. So today's premiere is just one of several FLCAs that we've cultivated here at DC, and we are committed to fostering more. Before I finish, on behalf of the college, I want to extend some heartfelt thank yous. So many have contributed to this project. First, I'd like to thank our faculty members for their dedication to this project and the students. I also want to thank DC's international education team, who I know is instrumental in every FLCA we undertake. Thank you as well to SOS and Global Skills Opportunity, along with Colleges and Institutes Canada, for helping make this possible. And finally, I want to extend my appreciation to our partner communities in Guatemala. Thank you for welcoming us and being willing to work together and collaborate. I believe everyone has learned a lot. And finally, to all of our students, thank you. You've demonstrated what success looks like through your commitment, engagement, and enthusiasm for your work. And as we say at DC, you've made me DC proud. So without further ado, let me turn the mic back over because I know we are all anticipating the actual premiere.
I'd now like to introduce you to Megan Poole, who is going to read our land acknowledgement.
Durham College acknowledges the lands and peoples of Mississauga of Scugog Island First Nations. We recognize the lands which we gather are covered under the Williams Treaties and rest within the traditional territory of the Mississauga, a branch of the Anishinaabe Nation, which also includes Algonquin, Chippewa, Odawa, Ojibwe, and Potawatomi. It is through the treaty process that we are able to live, learn, and teach and prosper in this region. We acknowledge with gratitude that this land and the indigenous peoples who have cared for and continue to protect Turtle Island, North America, and its resources. We commit to the responsibility and of reconciliation and the work of increasing awareness and understanding of our shared history. We do so by recognizing the past and working towards a shared future as friends and allies.
I would now like to ask everybody to please rise, remove your caps, and stand for the Canadian National Anthem. Some sound here. Bear with us for a moment. Thank you.
That was Guatemala's anthem.
For those of you at home, if you could please mute your microphones. Thank you. I'm going to introduce you to Laura again, who's going to take it over from here and introduce you to a special guest this morning.
Okay, so now I want to introduce you to Director Selvin. He's the director of the primary school in Las Arrugas, and he's going to talk about the impact of this project in his community, and especially in the school where Durham College students stayed at. Noé?
Yes, Laura.
Director Selvin, ¿está listo?
Buenos días, a la orden.
Buenos días. Good morning. Ok, Director Selvin, puede continuar.
Muchas gracias. Buenos días a cada uno de ustedes. El día de hoy deseo compartir un mensaje, el cual voy a leer y espero me pueda apoyar con la traducción.
So today he's going to talk to you. He's going to be speaking in Spanish, and Oriana will help us translate for him. So she's our perfect translator. Okay, Director Selvin.
La visita de los jóvenes canadienses considerados socios y miembros de SOS Canadá ha sido la fuerza que ha movido actualmente la motivación tanto de niños, jóvenes y líderes comunitarios de esta comunidad.
The visit of the students to Durham College was a real impact in the communities, especially in the kids and in the people there.
También ha permitido activar acciones en favor de la educación, del empoderamiento de nuestra región en temas de calidad de vida, también de liderazgo, equidad, y de esta manera muchos han buscado opciones para sobresalir, especialmente en el ámbito de la educación y la profesionalización.
This shares that help to start taking actions and focusing in the education and leadership in the communities. Some people there start with activities that empower the women and improve the quality of the education there, and also help these communities to see that they have other options to follow their lives.
Teniendo en cuenta estos aportes que han venido realizando año con año los voluntarios de SOS, nuestros estudiantes han puesto la mirada en el emprendimiento social, buscando acciones que combinan dos importantes enfoques de esto, como lo es la gestión educativa y la gestión de modelos de vida a futuro.
With these skills that you as a student help the students in Guatemala, they start seeing the life in different perspective, and they start following different steps in their lives. One example of this one was that the students in Guatemala start following the empower, and they start by themselves seeing a different perspective of their life in the future.
Consideramos que SOS tiene una gran misión en nuestra comunidad, que es fomentar y formar líderes y profesionales con perfil estratégico, preparado para una toma de decisiones y dar soluciones a los retos que día a día presenta la vida en sociedad.
With the skills or with the objective that SOS have, they say that they follow or they feel that the students and in general, the community have these skills so they can be prepared in a professional way, but also in the personal lives. So they say that with all these years, they are working to improve themselves, to improve the communities, and to get a better future for their communities. And also, they say the change in personal lives, so the people start taking professional jobs in these communities and outside of the communities.
A la llegada de la pandemia COVID-19, nuestra comunidad pues tuvo un impacto negativo al cerrarse los establecimientos, tanto educativos como de preparación. Pero a raíz y a través de la organización SOS y sus colaboradores, se tuvo un impacto positivo que permitió el beneficio a nuestra comunidad con materiales educativos, especialmente la Escuela del Cantón Las Arrugas, que fue dotado por tecnología denominada MOOC y Rachel, así como también material educativo físico, como eran resmas de papel bond, que permitió llevar impresiones hacia los lugares de la comunidad para que los estudiantes tuvieran material de trabajo a distancia.
As everyone knows, the COVID-19 affect everywhere, and in Guatemala, specific in these communities, have a very negative impact, focusing in the education, because there the schools was completely closed and they don't have really access to technology or in-person material. So SOS take the action to give them the technology, for example, tablets, and also scholar material, paper, pens, notebooks, so they can continue with the education even that the schools was closed at that time.
Este año, con la visita de los jóvenes, tuvimos una alegría nuevamente, ya que después de 2 años de no tener la visita, tuvimos una interacción, conversación y aportes que ellos traían, una socialización en cuanto a cultura de Canadá y la cultura guatemalteca, preparando a niños, a jóvenes, a líderes comunitarios en talleres que durante la estancia de ellos fomentaron la participación, la integración de estrategias y sobre todo nuevas ideas para sobresalir en el ámbito educativo.
With the in-person visit that happened this year, they were very happy because it was 2 years since the last visit happened. They really feel grateful about it because they can feel the exchange, the in-person exchange, which was very difficult when the COVID happened. And they say that they can start or they can have a conversation with the volunteers there. They can have a cultural exchange. You can know the Guatemala culture, and also they can know some of the Canadian culture here, which is variety, and they really appreciated that. They say that in these workshops that happen in Guatemala, they learn new skills, they have new ideas, and they learn more about the technology side of the storytelling, because on the in the online workshops, they learn how to do it, but they don't know how to implement it in the real life. And with this visit, they learn how to do it.
Estamos muy complacidos y agradecidos con estas visitas que han sido desde años atrás. Hemos aprendido mucho, pero al empezar estas visitas se dio un impacto que ocasionó que la comunidad se volcara a participar, siendo los beneficiarios y receptores, dejando huellas de amor, carisma, trabajo en equipo, promoción del desarrollo social, así como también la modificación de espacios de acción, influyendo en nuestra cultura y nuestra identidad, siendo nosotros los anfitriones, tomando en cuenta la participación de la estructura social que aquí coexiste y la promoción de actividades en favor de los más necesitados, ya que nuestros visitantes, los jóvenes de Canadá, han traído insumos que han permitido aportes no solo a la comunidad escolar, sino que también a la comunidad circunvecina en el acto social, y que ha permitido proyectos físicos o de infraestructura que también han favorecido a toda una comunidad. Estamos muy agradecidos y complacidos por ello.
They want to say thank you to everyone that collaborated in this project, because they say that the impact that you already have is different than what you think. It's not only the workshops that you teach, it's everything that you go there, the material that you donate, the time that you dedicate to every people, and they can know that there are other perspective, the other type of life outside, and maybe they want to know about it. Something that I don't know if they don't know if you know is that you really impact the communities more than just the workshops. Something that happened, it was in-person infrastructure change with a bathroom in the schools that they didn't have it. And with your help, they can have it now, they can use it, and they continue with these changes in the in-person changes. And they want to say thank you. They want to say that they really appreciate the time, the dedication, the collaboration that you apply to this project, because also you don't only impact the mentors, you don't only impact the students, you impact all the communities, because these people then go to their houses and talk with the families, and the families are more active, are like, yeah, active in person to do changes, to participate more in pro of the communities.
Es evidente que la visita de los jóvenes voluntarios de SOS Canadá nos ha permitido a nosotros incentivar a jóvenes, niños y líderes comunitarios que hoy en día son los actores en diferentes espacios donde se desenvuelven. Tal es el caso de los presentes hoy acá, quienes son nuestros jóvenes creando el futuro de esta comunidad y, por qué no decirlo, de nuestra Guatemala. También dando a conocer que estas visitas han cultivado lazos de amistad, así como también armonía entre los comunitarios y los mismos jóvenes voluntarios que han ido a conocer espacios de la comunidad rural en la que vivimos. También aportando lo que ellos traían de su cultura y llevándose un pedacito de Guatemala en su corazón con las presentaciones que se les dieron a conocer, especialmente del baile de la conquista en Guatemala.
They want to add that even the skills and the ideas that they learn, they also feel grateful for the friendship that they have with you guys. They want to say that they really understand more about what is happening outside, and how they can apply that in the communities. They feel very happy about you guys go there and can know more about the Guatemala culture. They hope you like the dances. They hope you like the songs that they sing for you, and they hope that you can continue with this experience and have a little of Guatemala in you guys.
Como director estoy muy agradecido con estas visitas, tanto con Noé, con quienes pertenecen a la organización, a Durham College y a todas las instituciones que han participado en fomentar el positivismo, el subir la autoestima, buscar alternativas de superación, beneficios para mi comunidad, la participación en sí en diferentes áreas de conocimiento. Muy agradecidos con todas las personas que hacen posible esto y que tenemos un historial que desde 2015 han venido beneficiando a esta comunidad con lazos de amistad, conocer la cultura y creo que un aporte muy importante, el amor al prójimo. Muchas bendiciones. Hasta pronto.
He wants to close saying that he, as director of a school, he's really grateful for what you do, guys, because you help to improve the education there. You help to continue with this improvement because they don't really have the total skills or tools that they needed. So he really appreciates the works and the material that you donate to the schools. He also wants to say that he appreciates how you change or how you impact the communities, because he can see the change every day. He can see how the people that meet you and have spend time with you change the mentalities. They also are talking about other topics that they don't really talk before your visit. So he wants to say thank you to everyone here, to everyone who has spent time doing this change. And yeah, he also say thank you to SOS, and that's it. Thank you. Gracias, Profesor Selvin.
Thanks, Oriana. Being here and translating is not an easy job, so thank you, really, Oriana. And thanks, gracias, Professor Selvin. For students offering support, it's really important that we connect with communities, that communities truly participate with whatever we are doing. It's not about us going there and implementing something, but it's truly understanding the local needs. In 2020, when we were hosting our first workshop, this was difficult. This was almost impossible because they didn't have laptop. I remember with Danielle when we were coordinating, they didn't know how to use Zoom. They didn't know how to use the tablet. But see, right now what's happening is just beautiful. It's amazing to see this change. And so excited about this. Next, we are gonna go to our mentors in Guatemala who will introduce themselves, and in honor of this cultural exchange, they are gonna share their speech in English, and then we are gonna have one of our students from Durham College sharing a speech in Spanish. What amazing that is. Okay, so Damaris, it's our first youth mentor. She's part of one of our programs that SOS is implementing. She's a youth mentor in Las Arrugas, and with her, she has 5 mentees. She's supporting 5 more students in her community. Damaris, can you hear us? Damaris, ¿nos escuchas?
Hello, good morning, people. I hope you.
Good morning, Damaris.
I hope you. I will take to for allowing us to the as in this place on this beautiful morning, and for giving us the opportunity to live with each one of you. I want to thank the Durham College volunteers for the time and dedication they gave us each workshop and for the days they stayed for in the Arrugas. The person was very pleasant. It was very happy for everyone to love to meet new people and experience our culture, and that they were smiling with wearing our typical costume. We also thank you for that smiling and empathy for your teachings and above all for the patterns and the lesson for time. Thank you.
Gracias, Damaris. Un abracito. Damaris, she represents Alta Verapaz, Las Arrugas, but we also have Ana Romelia. Now, in 2023, February 23, the in-person trip happened in Las Arrugas. But in fall 2022, they also had virtual workshops. And so Ana Romelia was part of those virtual workshops. Ana Romelia is representing the community of San Felipe, which is located in Quiché. Ana Romelia, ¿me escuchas? She's using the traditional Mayan dress. Hermosa, Ana Romelia.
¿Me escuchan?
Sí, te escuchamos. ¿Nos escuchas?
Sí.
Ok, puedes comenzar.
Bueno, good morning, everyone. My name is Ana Romelia Velasco, mentor from Ojo de Agua. I am 17 years old. Through the virtual storytelling workshops, we exchange experiences, joy, culture, and learning to edit and count a history in one photo, video, and podcast, using only a tablet, camera, and internet. Thanks to students from Durham College, we developed new skills and qualities to have a good performance in schools, no matter the distance between us. Thank you.
A beautiful thing. Okay, next we have Heidi. Heidi is going to be speaking in Spanish. That's great because I've heard that when she was in Las Arrugas, she was almost a translator. So that's great. Heidi, please.
Esta experiencia, una oportunidad única que nos dio la vida para que nos conectemos y superemos las diferencias entre dos comunidades. Son pocas palabras que tengo para describir el impacto emotivo y cultural que todos nosotros sentimos. Todos nosotros hemos creado un puente entre nuestras comunidades y nuestros países a través de nuestros corazones y nuestras acciones. Incluso sin tener las palabras correctas para describir el impacto, nosotros podemos acordarnos de los momentos inscritos en el tiempo. Aunque somos de culturas diferentes, como comprar los mangos y las manzanas, recordamos de que las frutas comienzan la vida como flores en los árboles. Nosotros compartimos el mismo origen cuando nosotros miramos el cielo. Nosotros vemos las mismas luna y creemos las mismas conexiones entre las estrellas como aquellas que quedaron en nuestras almas. Okay, all right. And then for everyone else in this room who wants to know what I said in English, although I originally actually wrote it in French, which is weird, the experience a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to connect and overcome the differences between two communities holds a few words to well describe the emotional and cultural impact that we all felt. We have created a bridge between our communities and countries through our hearts and actions. Nonetheless, even without the right words to describe the impact, we can all remember the moments inscribed in time. Even though we are from distinct cultures, like the comparisons of mangoes to apples, we can remember that just like the two fruits who start their lives as flowers from trees, we share the same roots when we look at the sky, we share the same moon, we connect the same stars like the connections between our souls.
Gracias, Heidi. How many of you have to say thank you in Spanish? Amazing. Okay, can we go to the next slide, please? Now, Anna Romelia and Damaris, they are part of a beautiful program called Guatemala Groundwork Program. Now, this program was implemented by SOS and SEED, Semillas de Innovación, in 2020, and it's basically supporting 3 communities in Guatemala, Ojo de Agua, Las Arrugas, and San Felipe. These communities have high rates of poverty. It's mainly occupied by indigenous communities of Guatemala, and one of the challenges for them is to access quality education, especially for Mayan girls, who often are being asked to get married at an early age. So in partnership with SEEDS and our local partners, like Professor in the primary schools, telesecundaria schools, we came up with this beautiful program. This program offers peer-to-peer tutoring, so we select mentors between 15 to 20 years old, 60% being women, and we train them so they can become mentors in their own community. We also give them a tablet. In these communities, they don't have access to a physical library, they don't have computers in the school, and so we give them a tablet with a digital library. And so if they want to access to content like mathematics, like history, or if they want to read books, they can just simply access to that platform and they can do it from home. Now let's remember that in these houses, they don't have access to the internet. So it means that the library should let them access even without internet. It's amazing because they do. So anytime they go and they have these learning circles or tutoring sessions with younger students, they bring their tablet and together they learn. They are tutoring younger students of primary school in each of the communities. Why do we think about tutoring? It's like what Durham College students are doing with our youth mentors in Guatemala. So they basically help younger students to do their homework, they help them to read. Many of these kids, they felt they didn't want to continue studying because maybe mom and dad, they couldn't read or write and they couldn't help them to do the homework. But right now we have our youth mentors who are helping them. They also didn't speak Spanish, which is the local, the language. They only spoke English. But in the school, the main resources are given in Spanish. So thanks to our mentors who are being selected, they also translate for them. They help them so they can improve their language skills. And last but not least, we give them a scholarship. For many of these families, going to school is not an option because they send their kids to work, agriculture, whatever the activity is in the community. And so we give them a modest scholarship of 50 Canadian dollar and learning circle supplies, meaning notebooks, pens. With this scholarship that they receive throughout the year, they pay for school supplies, for uniforms, they pay for school fees. So it's a really good program for the community and for everyone involved. We also partner with teachers to make sure the content we are uploading into the libraries is relevant for them. We translated material into Mayan languages when it comes to gender equality. So we understand that gender equality was one of the main barriers. I have one testimonial from a mentor, and I guess you met them, Heidi. You met her, right? She received a laptop. Heidi wanted to be part of Guatemala Grounds World, but her dad at the beginning said, no, you have to get married and have kids. That's it. And she was begging her dad, and then Noe, our handsome program officer, talked to the family, and he said, let her be part of this program. Let's see what happened. And the dad was like, but she's just gonna get married. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. And then we were like, just let her try. Right now, she's studying medicine, and she's gonna be the first doctor in the community. So it's beautiful, isn't it? So, thank you. When they went to Durham, I think everyone said this was the most beautiful ceremony when they gave the laptops, because right now she has a laptop and she's gonna continue studying and she's gonna empower more people in her community. So these are the three things that are being given to our youth mentors, Ana Romelia, Damaris, and all the mentors that you met in Las Arrugas. Thank you.
Thank you, Lara. It's amazing to hear the passion when you talk about the experiences that we've had. I'm going to move this along so that we can get into the premiere part, but I want to just briefly touch on the virtual workshops. We had an overview earlier, but I know a lot of people have come into the Zoom call since then. So we did work virtually through the fall with 3 faculty, Danielle Harder, Marnie Thornton, myself, as well as we had 14 youth mentors working with us at that time. Through Durham College. And so we worked with 3 communities. Laura's mentioned them before, Las Arrugas, San Felipe, and Ojo de Agua. And so we're really excited. It was a great opportunity to meet people before getting on ground, which I think most students would say this was very helpful. So it was amazing because we had a greeting crew when we arrived. They already knew who we were and we knew who they were. I just want to talk about some of the activities that we undertook. So we used a tool called Slack, which allowed Durham College students and faculty to translate directly into Spanish. So we were able to have really interesting conversations. What sort of food do you eat? You know, show us some of your traditional clothing. And we had an opportunity to really break the ice with each other, both as Durham faculty and students, as well as our youth mentors in Guatemala. So it was really a fun opportunity. But again, focused on the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. So really getting into some really important stories. One thing I want to highlight that's especially important about this particular project and storytelling is that we are not telling stories for them. We're empowering them by giving them tools and skills so that they can tell their own stories. And that is really powerful. From now, I'd like to hand it back over to Laura, and she's going to introduce you to our next guest.
Thank you, Jennifer. I'm going to introduce Esther. Esther is representing her group in San Felipe. The storytelling medium they used was video, and they wanted to talk about education, access to quality education. And in this video, they talk about the challenges or the obstacles that they face in their communities and why it's so difficult for them to access quality education. So a round of applause for them on this beautiful video.
nombre es Juana Imelda Zambrano Gómez, tengo 17 años. Hoy les voy a dar a entender qué es la educación. Para mí la educación es compartir conocimientos para el desarrollo de nuestra comunidad.
Mi nombre es Juana Fiora Santay, tengo 19 años de edad. La educación es un derecho de todo ser humano para vivir y mejorar.
Mi nombre es Domingo Rodríguez ya tengo 15 años. La educación es el arma más poderosa para matar la ignorancia.
Mi nombre es Hilda, tengo 17 años. La educación permite sacar a los hombres y a las mujeres de la pobreza.
Mi nombre es Esther, tengo 16 años de edad. Educación debe ser calidad de igualdad para todos.
Yo, Juana Imelda, tengo 17 años y les voy a contar sobre mi historia. Yo a los 7 años tuve problemas sentimentales, tales como que no controlaba mis sentimientos. Gracias a Dios pude salir adelante y pensé dejar el estudio por eso. Entonces, gracias a mi familia me apoyaron, me ayudaron. En el pueblo hay psicólogos y pues me ayudaron a dar clases, me enseñaba a controlar mis emociones y gracias a ello estoy estudiando en el nivel bachillerato.
Me llamo Alejandro, tengo 18 años y dejé de estudiar por una de las circunstancias en las cuales hacía mucha falta de economía en mi casa, entonces tuve que salir adelante buscando trabajo para pagar mis estudios.
Mi nombre es Potenciana López Medina, edad de 16 años. A mí me gusta estudiar, pero dejé por motivos de cuidar a mis hermanos porque nadie que las mantenga, porque por motivo que mis familias se separaron y yo me quedé sola en la casa como mujer y hija mayor también. Y sí tengo otros hermanos, pero son hombres y yo soy la única mujer de mis familias y por eso dejé de estudiar. Sí, a mí me gusta, pero yo no tengo la capacidad de salir de hacer los trabajos. Muchas gracias.
Mi nombre es Juana Castro, tengo 23 años, me casé a temprana edad, a los 16 años, y por ahora tengo 3 hijos, solo terminé de estudiar en el nivel primaria.
Mi nombre es Juan Tomás Zambrano, tengo 17 años, dejé los estudios por los puntos bajos, por motivos de necesidad y pues y ayudar a mi propia familia y es por eso que estoy aquí trabajando y luchando cada día.
Según el artículo 74 de la Constitución de la República de Guatemala, los habitantes tienen el derecho y la obligación de recibir la educación inicial, preprimaria, primaria y básica.
Hacemos un llamado al gobierno de Guatemala a que los niños, jóvenes y señoritas que tengan infraestructura como salones y herramientas escolares para construir en el aprendizaje de los estudiantes, especialmente las áreas rurales del país.
Quisiéramos invitar a los organizadores nacionales e internacionales para donar libros, tablets, marcadores, cuadernos y otros para que los niños aprendan y se motiven a seguir estudiando.
Recordamos que a través de la educación fortalecemos el respeto a los derechos humanos. Juntos podemos salir adelante.
Invitamos a los padres de familia para que le den la oportunidad a sus hijos e hijas a seguir estudiando para que pueda convertirse en profesionales y ser la esperanza de salir en la ignorancia y la pobreza. Thank you very much. So these are the challenges that they often face, but throughout these programs, we are giving them a voice. They can talk, they can reach out to their own government and say, hey, this is a right. Oftentimes we say education is a right, but honestly, it's a privilege for many of us. Next, we are gonna have the Ojo de Agua group. And this is a photo essay. So they decided to use photo essay, and the main topic they chose was gender equality. They divided into sub-themes, domestic violence, which is one of the challenges that they often face here, access to employment, and civic participation. Now, for this one, I'm gonna let Ana Romelia talk and share a little bit about that project. Ana Romelia? Isa, Ana Romelia está contigo para que comparta sobre su proyecto.
Es María Noemí.
María Noemi. Okay, so sorry, it's Mariano the one who's going to be talking about this project. Ok, María Noemi, cuéntanos un poquito acerca del proyecto.
Saludos cordiales, mi nombre es María Noemí, estudio cuarto secretariado, soy de la comunidad Aldea Ojo de Agua. Como un grupo de mentores hemos recibido talleres de equidad de género y los talleres de natación digital.
Okay, so she's Ana Romelia. She says that she's coursing right now a professional course, which is in secretary to be focusing. And she wants to express a little bit about why they decide to talk about this topic in the community.
Recibimos con los estudiantes de Durham. Decidimos trabajar de ensayos fotográficos para contar 4 historias basándonos en una necesidad de comunidad.
They decided with the Durham College student to do a photo essay, and they decided to talk about this important topic because they want to give a voice to the people that cannot have it.
Número 1, acceso al trabajo. Número 2, participación cívica de las mujeres. Número 3, violencia de género. Número 4, contaminación de los ríos.
So they decided to talk about 3 different topics, which involve the quality of education, the problems with the climate, or with the environment, to be more specific, because they have garbage with the rains that they have in these communities. They don't really have the tools, and they have so many problems. So they decided to talk about how they can improve this one, and the lack access of employment for these for the people that are in these communities.
Estos temas surgen en base a la falta de oportunidades o informaciones y educaciones en nuestra comunidad.
Their problems are happening right now in the communities, and they want to express to other people to try to find a solution for this one. And these problems happen every day, so that's why they decided to talk about it.
Cuando las personas no continúan estudiando, es difícil a que tenga acceso a un trabajo formal. Los pocos lo logran graduarse, se enfrenta a un desempleo, pasa por más en los pueblos.
Because the lack of quality of education happening in these communities, the people that live in these communities or they have a life in these communities, it's super hard to get a professional job outside of these communities. So they have to continue with this cycle every day, because they try to get a job, a different job, a professional job, but they cannot, because they don't have the skills that in the department or in the cities ask for. But they also have the problem that in the communities, in the countries, they don't give them the tools to get access to these skills.
Es importante cuando las personas conozcan sus derechos, porque hay mujeres son violentadas y no alzan la voz para pedir ayuda.
It's super important in these communities to know the human rights and the basic rights that they have, because something that's happened in these communities frequently is that the woman was abused, verbal and physically, and they don't say nothing because they think that this is normal, and they just keep with this cycle. They don't say nothing. So that's why a priority for us in SOS and for these workshops was let them know what is the basic rights that they have, and letting know that we have human rights that don't depend of the diversity or don't depend of any characteristic. Everyone have it.
También mujeres no tienen puestos de un liderazgo. La mayoría de líderes son hombres. Y a veces la misma mujer tiene miedo de hablar en público. Todos tenemos el derecho de opinar, de alzar la voz, tener un trabajo.
Something that happened in the communities too is that the women don't really have the access to any position of leadership. In the communities, frequently who has the access of the any community leader position as the men's, who once talks about the community as the men's, and who decides what happened in the communities or not are the men's. So these spaces give them the access to, so they can practice, because some or more of the women feel afraid to talk in front of people. That's why they don't express their own opinions or their feelings, because they feel afraid. They don't really practice speaking outside of the houses or speaking to other people. So that's why they don't know how to express themselves. So this workshop helped them to practice and teach them that they have a voice, and it's people there that want to know what they think.
Así como tenemos la obligación de nuestros recursos naturales. Gracias.
And they want to say that they in their regular lives they have they're really involved in the nature. They live for the nature. The food is coming from the nature. They don't really have a superstore where they go and buy the food. They get it from natural way. So that's why it's so important for them having the access to a good nature in these communities. So that's why they decided to talk about these 3 different topics. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ariana. We have uploaded all the projects that Youth Mentors created in Medium, so we are happy to share with everyone if you want to look at home and want to see what they did. It's been a journey, because when we first, they first hold that camera, they didn't know how to use the camera. And then when we are having the workshops and explaining them how to edit or create a video, it was crazy. We were doing it through Zoom. So we had students who was coming in, being creative and showing them how to edit a photo, a video. So it's been really great. Next, we are gonna share the video from Las Arrugas. This video talks about education too, and the challenges and how they want to overcome this barrier of not accessing to quality education.
Hoy en día en Guatemala el 60% de niños y jóvenes tienen el acceso y el apoyo de sus padres para asistir a un colegio o una escuela pública, pero hay niños o jóvenes que no aprovechan esa oportunidad que les brinda sus padres, y el 40% de niños o jóvenes buscan la manera de sobrevivir cada día trabajando. Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Wilmer Velázquez. Yo le vengo a hacer una serie de preguntas sobre la educación de calidad aquí en Guatemala. ¿Cuál es su nombre? Ana Juárez. La primera pregunta, ¿usted qué opina respecto a la educación aquí en Guatemala?
Bien, pero muy bien, porque para que ellos puedan aprender más para estudiar.
Muy bien. ¿Y usted se siente orgullosa que sus hijos o hijas estén estudiando en el nivel que ellos están?
Sí, la verdad sí, para que se puedan superar más adelante.
Claro, yo tengo gusto de entrevistar a Jennifer Bedford, que me responderá a la siguiente pregunta. ¿Por qué se da la falta de educación? Buenas tardes, pues mi opinión es que por la falta de empleo, primero. Segundo, porque hay padres de familia que no mandan a sus hijos a la escuela por lo mismo. que no tienen empleo y pues nuestra economía que va muy mal. Y también muchas veces se da de que los profesores reciben muy poca capacitación y a veces no dan bien las clases. Y también por la falta de escuelas, más que todo, ¿verdad? Hay muchas aldeas o comunidades donde no hay escuela, o porque a veces hay escuela y no hay maestros, por falta de maestros, por lo mismo. Porque hay muchos graduados hoy en día, pero no tienen la suficiente capacitación, o sea, no reciben capacitación para dar clases mejor, bien. Yo me llamo Cristian, la primera más Velázquez. Yo le haré una pregunta. ¿Y qué piensas sobre los jóvenes que no estudian?
Bueno, pues en primer lugar hay dos cosas. La primera es que hay algunos, ¿verdad? No estudian porque prefieren estar solo vagando o no quieren estudiar, ¿verdad? Es la primera opción. En segundo lugar está que hay algunos que por escasos recursos no pueden ir a la escuela, no pueden estudiar, entonces lo que hacen es agarrar como opción ir a trabajar en otros lados con tal de que la familia tenga dinero, cómo sustentarse.
Jóvenes y niños, seamos conscientes y reflexionemos sobre lo importante que es la educación. Hagamos conciencia del sacrificio que hacen nuestros padres de salir a trabajar todos los días para poder pagarnos la escuela o colegio. Aprovechemos las oportunidades que ellos nos dan de poder estudiar y poder superarnos. Estudiemos, luchemos por nuestros futuros. Con educación y conocimientos tendremos mejores oportunidades. Trabajemos juntos como estudiantes para tener una mejor vida y una mejor educación para nuestras comunidades y para Guatemala.
Thank you. It's a beautiful video. They have been such a journey. Next, we are gonna let the students in Las Arrugas share about the in-person workshops. So they created the stories, they created their videos, the photo essays. What's next? What are they gonna do with that material they created? So when DCS students were in Las Arrugas, that's what they work on. What are we gonna do next? How can we call out to our governments, to international partners, so that we can, like, together we work towards helping everyone to access education? So Noé, do we have our, Noé, tenemos a nuestro estudiante listo?
Sí, Laura.
Listo.
Hola, buenos días. Me presento, mi nombre es Cristian Toc, represento a la comunidad de Las Arrugas. Hoy daré mi opinión acerca de la educación de calidad. Bueno, mi opinión al respecto de la educación de calidad es que es el principal, es uno de los principales factores que los niños, jóvenes y adultos podamos salir adelante.
Okay, Christian, te voy a ayudar mientras traduzco, okay? Okay, so he's Christian. He wants to start talking about the quality of education. So he wants to start why this is important for us to get a new skills about it. So he said that the quality of education, something that he feel is this help them to performance a better in their personal life because they can apply for a better quality of jobs and apply for or get a better quality of life in general.
Para que podamos salir adelante académicamente y podamos aportar a nuestra sociedad y así mismo solventar nuestras necesidades o nuestros gastos, ya que hoy en día la canasta básica está muy elevada y para poder ayudar a nuestras familias.
So he said with this quality of education, they can get a better jobs. In this way, they can apply for better salaries because the life in Guatemala right now is super expensive. They cannot afford it. And they say that with this quality of education, they can prepare themselves to get these jobs and help their families and also help the country. Because if everyone is working, if everyone is having access to the quality of education, they can improve the country in general. Ahora, Cristian, ¿quieres hablar un poquito sobre cómo vamos a compartir las historias? So I just asked him if he wants to talk to you about they prepare themselves to share this information to get access to this quality of education in Guatemala.
¿Cuál fue la pregunta, Oriana? Disculpa, ¿eso es para la Yaretsi o Cristian?
Yo creo que ya puede hablar Yarexi un poquito sobre las campañas, sí, señor. Gracias, Cristian. So now we're going to talk with Yarexi, who she's going to explain the campaign that they're going to apply in Guatemala.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Yaretsi Mus y
La pregunta, ¿cuál era la pregunta, Oriana?
¿Cuáles son las campañas? ¿Qué fue lo que nosotros empezamos a hacer? Lo que ustedes aprendieron para compartir estas historias.
pues nosotros estábamos creando una página de Instagram y vamos a empezar a usar lo que son los hashtags, los tags. Y mis compañeros y yo estábamos pensando en abrir una página de YouTube, pero eso lo estamos viendo todavía porque los videos llevan mucho tiempo en grabar, en tomar fotos o lo que vamos a hacer. Y lo estaríamos pensando para ver si abrimos el canal o no. Gracias.
Okay, déjame traduzco, ¿vale? Okay, so she said that she started with an Instagram page. So she asked you for follow them. They want to upload the projects, so you can see these projects in detail. They're gonna put it in the description why they create these projects. They also gonna apply what they learn about hashtags, about the tags. They say that something that they want to do, they're gonna open a YouTube channel where they're gonna share videos of them. They say that's gonna happen, but it takes time because they have to do the videos, they have to do the editation, but it's something that's gonna happen. So they ask you to be prepared because you're gonna see these videos, you're gonna see how they learn about you and about how they can share the information with all of us. And something else that they're gonna do is they're gonna open a YouTube page where they're gonna share the information and they're gonna have a communication between the people who see these projects and them to see how they can improve or how the people can help them to continue with this idea. So yeah, basically we right now have the Instagram page, which the people that are gonna take care of them is our young mentors. So basically they're gonna divide the responsibilities between the mentors in Las Arrugas and the mentors in Quiche. And they're gonna continue sharing the projects. They're gonna take pictures of themselves and they're gonna share their histories with you and with everyone who wanna see it and who gonna meet them in a more personal way. Yeah.
Ya, yo creo que ya está bien, mi preciosa. Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Okay. So we are gonna take 5 minutes break. It's been a morning. So go and take 5 minutes break, drink a little bit of water, and we'll wait for you here. Thank you.
few minutes, but I'd just like to say hello and or introduce you to the students, our fabulous students. So if you want to stand, and then we will introduce you just as, so we have Katie Sampson, who is in journalism. Ash Miragosh is in advertising. Keith Spencer in video. Jeanette Bema in video. Jessica Welter in video. Michael Mlarchuk in video. Sorry if I mangled your name there, Michael. Sarah Vardy in music business. Yay. You met Heidi Hepner, who is a fine arts student. You saw Meg Poole for a moment. She's in public relations. And you will meet Shane in a moment. He's in video as well. Nia, yes, Nia, where are you hiding as usual? Nia Thompson in photography. And I miss Josiah because you're not wearing your hat. That's how I know. That's how I know that you're here. Josiah Chung in graphic design. We are missing Anita Hassan. Unfortunately, she's in the broadcasting program. She couldn't be here today. But we're seeing her lovely face on the screen every once in a while. There she is. I'm just going to say a few words about the experience that we had in Las Arrugas. There's been lots of intel on the workshops that we did ahead of time in October. It seems like such a long time ago. We did in October and then worked toward going to Guatemala in February, at the end of February. And so there were these lucky 13 students in 9 programs in the Faculty of Media, Art, and Design. And they applied, and these were selected, these students were selected to go on this one-of-a-kind experience. And that experience in Las Arrugas for us was extraordinary. We met the most warm, welcoming, and wonderful people who constantly expressed their gratitude for us for coming to teach their student mentors in their community. They had a welcoming ceremony for us. They lined their dirt road, applauding us as we approached the school, which was wonderful and weird at the same time. They had clearly prepared for us maybe weeks ahead of time. The welcoming ceremony had music, dancing, food, flower petals and patterns on the ground. You've seen those photos up here. I think Josiah took those shots. They made decorations and they put them everywhere. We felt very special. And that's what those people are like in Las Arrugas. They had a farewell ceremony for us, of course, at the other end of the experience, when students wore costumes. The students in Las Arrugas wore fantastic costumes and told us a tale of folklore through dance. They dressed the women in our party in traditional costumes and braided our hair. There were lots of tears and lots of hugs and countless photos taken. Only, like, this is just a tiny portion of what was recorded on this experience. Tears, hugs, countless photos, breaking the language barrier with never-ending smiles. Never had I seen or experienced or even heard of such a celebration of education. Imagine. I've already told some of my students about the laptop ceremony. Women in tears for receiving a laptop. And one actually said something to the effect of, for some of you, this is just a laptop. For me, this is my future. This is my way of contributing to my community further than being married at a young age and having children. And as you heard, she's going to be a doctor. Another wants to be a surgeon. Another is going to run her own business. There were lots of tears in that ceremony. Katie's still crying. That gratitude is extraordinary. I can't seem to find any of more words about it, but it does really express how important that was to those 3 young women and eventually to the rest of the community. Every one of us was so honored to be there and to meet those special people and give them something precious that would make a difference to the future of many of the young people in their community and eventually to the community itself. It was, as promised, transformational. And we will be reflecting on this experience for the rest of our lives. Some of us, all of us, probably are still connected to the people of Las Arrugas, if not actually through WhatsApp, through texts, through emails, then through the relationships we have formed in our hearts with those people. There is so much more to tell you, but we're just going to have to settle this morning for 4 of the projects that our DC students made who shared their perspectives with us. The first one, you ready? Okay, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. First we have some photographs taken by Mia, and you have heard that one of the several lessons that the DC students taught to the students in Guatemala was firstly in the fall how to take pictures, how to edit pictures and video. And I have to tell you that those students took those lessons and they came up with fantastic photos, edited them, video the same, to the point where I thought we were being punked and that they had done this before. They were so good and so engaged. And then the students taught them how to share their work on social media so that we could get the word about these wonderful people in their lives and their potential and what they need to really live up to and exceed their potential. We want to get that out there to the world. And so we taught them how to run a social media campaign, how to make their projects accessible, to caption, etc. So Nia these are 4 of the photos that Nia took. I have to say that every time I happen to look around and see Nia, her face was behind a camera. Like every time, I'm not even exaggerating. She was taking many, many photos, and here's a sample. But you can see, oh my God, I'm gonna kill myself. You can see at the top, well, you could see at the top if the control panel wasn't there, but you can just see that each image has the information that is required to make these accessible and tell the story about each of these photos. We know that photos, of course, 1,000 words, but now we can see that this is Anita, who we're missing today. This was the Carnival. We were warned about eggs being broken on our heads full of glitter, and it was so much fun. So describing what's happening in the photo, we taught them, and providing some sort of contact information, perhaps identifying and tagging people, etc. So this is one sample. And then, drum rolls, Sarah. Okay, so here's the first of the next 4 projects that we are going to present to you. This is Keith Spencer in the video program. We'll take a look at what Keith has to tell us.
Hi, my name is Keith Spencer, and I'm a second-year video production student at Durham College. I was fortunate enough to be selected to come along to this trip to Guatemala and go to Las Arrugas and meet up with the community there. It was nice meeting them online with the modules, but when we got there in person, it was just very surreal. It's kind of hard to explain. Just being so welcomed and immersed in their community and in their culture. Very warm-hearted and giving people, just from beginning to end. The trip as a whole was just one day after another. It was just one event that was an amazing experience, and being able to teach some workshops and get the hands-on experience in the program I'm in and be able to kind of pay that forward, and also learning a lot from them along the way. You try to take it all in. It'll sort of need some reflection upon coming home and sort of decompressing everything, but it was fabulous to be a part of this experience.
Nice job, Keith Spencer. Next, we have our representing public relations. The mic is on. Megan Poole. She's going to come up and introduce her own project for us. The script says Megan Poole. Anyway, it looks like it's Ashmita. So a very brief introduction if you wanted to. You don't have to, but really quick.
The community of Las Arrugas was extremely welcoming and very generous.
I'm Ashmita Ghosh. I am studying advertising and promotions from Durham College. I got an incredible opportunity to go to faculty-led classroom abroad program, and I am an international student. I'm basically from India, and I never knew that this opportunity would be given to me. I never knew that I would meet some incredible people like Noe. For example, he's been amazing. He's been an amazing guide, amazing mentor.
This week has been unbelievable. One moment would happen, and I think that would be the highlight of the week.
We interacted with them, we hung out with them, and we really just got to interact with the community, and it was very amazing to see, to feel, to appreciate what they have and what we have, and the massive difference.
That laptop ceremony was truly incredible and obviously very emotional for not just me, but everyone else that was involved as well.
It is a daily battle and one that many lose. The children of Las Arrugas go without basic necessities, without clean water, and without adequate nutrition. Education is a luxury here.
The work that has been done since SOS and Durham College, his partners, is proof that education does matter. Education can make a difference. Education is powerful at any stage in your life.
They know what's most important in life.
I'm definitely not going to be the same person I was.
Wow. I think Ashmita learned how to edit with this project. Okay, next, Shane. Shane is going to come up and say a few words.
Okay, that's on. Hi, everybody. I'm so proud and honored to have been able to take part in this experience. For me, just being able to learn about this other culture and take part in their ceremonies and traditions while also teaching them a bit about what we're learning here at school and about our culture was just a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The opportunity to be able to get some hands-on experience with what we're doing here in school, produce content, take photos, make videos, and to do it in such a new and different environment was just something that couldn't be replaced. I was extremely proud to be able to interview Noe, community leader in Los Arrugas and the project coordinator for SOS. He welcomed us like family and really made this experience like so valuable. I know we see him like family too, and I was really proud to be able to interview him and make this video. Yeah.
Hola, mi nombre es Noé Darío Calvin. Lo que me inspira a mí es mi familia, mi mamá, mi papá, mis dos hijos, mi esposa. Y sobre todo, pues me gustaría que mis hijos se quedaran con ese legado de que un día su papá hizo algo por los demás y ojalá ellos pudieran hacer lo mismo, pudieran continuar haciendo lo mismo que yo hice, que es ayudar a los demás. SOS para mí significa mi familia canadiense. Nosotros cuando en la comunidad hablamos sobre SOS no hablamos sobre una organización, sino hablamos sobre una organización que es casi familiar a nosotros. Es por eso de la aceptación de los comunitarios, de las personas de la comunidad con SOS. SOS para mí significa esperanza, significa hermandad. Y es muy lindo, es muy lindo, muy gratificante poder ver cómo los sueños de estas niñas se van forjando día con día y cómo SOS, ¿verdad? A través de estas becas ha cambiado de manera muy positiva la vida de las familias poconchís, porque no solo inspiran a las niñas, sino inspiran a las generaciones que vienen atrás, ¿verdad? Entonces sí, SOS en los últimos años ha cambiado mi comunidad a través de proyectos, a través de la educación, a través de capacitaciones también sobre temas sobre igualdad de género que normalmente no se tenían, pues, ¿verdad? Entonces sí, el impacto ha sido muy bueno y los cambios se ven año con año.
Isa Charum was one of our translators that came with us in Las Arrugas. She was invaluable, worked very, very hard, and had a lovely smile on her face the whole time. So thank you, Isabella. It's nice to see you, even just on the screen.
I wish I can be there with you guys, but I love you all.
Hey, and congrats on being your soccer team MVP.
So hi everyone, I'm Megan Poole and I'm a second-year PR student and I did participate in this global learning opportunity. As you see, we did a lot of good here, but my thought process since returning back home was how can I implement the skills that I've gained from my program, actually got to teach the high school students from Las Arrugas to ensure success and resources for this project in the future. I landed on the idea of a promotional video to encourage students, future students of DC, to participate and add value to these students who work hard and definitely deserve it. I also got the pleasure of writing my first media release outside classroom campaigns, which I was really excited about because that was the main focus of this, of these workshops in the first place. So it was fun to implement that myself. And beyond that, since everyone's here, just want to say I miss you all and I love you guys. And I'm so proud to be a part of this. So, and I'm always here for you if you need a mentor or a friend. I hope you enjoy it.
Have you ever been interested in global learning opportunities and making a difference in the world? That's me on the left. And if you're anything like me, 2 years into my Durham College program, Looking for something that won't only change my life, but the lives of people with less access to quality education? Then you've landed on the right video, and you're going to love this opportunity. I'm talking about Durham College's partnered with Students Offering Support FLCA Home and Away storytelling opportunity. A chance to get outside your comfort zone, practice communication skills, and leave knowledge you've gained from your own program to help a group of devoted high school creatives with so much potential. What I was most excited about in regard to the workshops was not only teaching these high school students from Las Arrugas, Guatemala, how to create stories through video, photo, and podcast, but how to share them. How to reach out to media outlets, create long-lasting impact, in hopes of grabbing the attention of communities outside of their own. So originally, my intentions were to just do some good, leave some knowledge behind, and make meaningful connections. I never anticipated finding my passion for fighting for quality education. From the moment I landed back in Canada, I knew my heart will remain in Las Arrugas, where I was welcomed with open arms and gained a lifetime of significant reflection. For more information regarding the FLCA Home and Away storytelling opportunity, visit durhamcollege.ca.
Thank you very much for those projects. They are beautiful. They just represent how much good you did in the community, and I feel how much good the community did to you. I want to give the floor to Noé. Everyone loves Noé. So Noé, and I also want to give the floor to Shelly Carrillo. They are our local partner in Guatemala, and they just want to share a few words with all of you. Noé?
Hi everyone. As you know, my name is Noé Cal. I'm the regional coordinator of Guate Grantswell and FLCA. And I'm still kind of in shock because of what amazing videos you guys make it. It's too much for me. It's too much for my community. I don't think so. Like words can express my gratitude to all of you, especially since the pandemic comes to the world. You know, we didn't have the chance to have more teams in my community. And thank you so much for everything you have been doing and you will do for my community. As you know, in person, you come and see my students, and you see the impact of what the scholarships means, not just from my department, but for the other department that is Quiche, the other part, the other side, right? And education is the key to be successful. I think it's the key to see more communities like in a good way, like a development way. And thank you so much for believing us, for trusting us. And I ask to you to continue to help my community, my students, the students of 5th and 6th grade. Actually, we are working in another project that our topic is gender equality. You know, we are trying to empowering like women in different communities and 4 different communities, like 256 persons once a month. They receive a workshop. The workshop is leading by our mentors from GG. So we try to do our best. We're trying to change like bit by a bit. I know like that's a lot of issues and we cannot do like give a solution like quickly, but we can start from something that can be zero, you know. Thank you so much for being with me. I know like you're another country, but I feel your love and I feel your support even through the workshop, even through the message. So thank you so much for everything. I hope one day I can see you again. So thank you and have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for the products, for the videos. That's so wonderful. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Noé. We love you very much. Shaylee, please.
Thank you, Laura. It's good to see you, beautiful people. Thank you for the opportunity to express our gratitude on behalf of our in-country team. I am a former student from an exchange program, and it has changed my life. However, it wouldn't be possible for us to bring our students to other countries to experience the same. We promote these exchange opportunities in our communities because we truly believe that intercultural dialogues foster social cohesion, which is very important because it strengthens the sense of belonging and the community development. As Mayans, we believe on interdependency and the importance of promoting tolerance in a world that is increasingly becoming aware of this need. Muchas gracias a todos. Gracias por todo. Maravilloso día.
Thank you,
Wonderful
Shelly.
day.
So this is what our partnerships looks like. We always work with them. It's really fun to work with them, and you never get bored with them. It's really nice. Next, we have Isabel. So this is a project that we hope to continue. This time they went to Las Arrugas, but next time in 2024, they are going to Quiché. And so Isabel will share a little bit of what to expect in 2024. Isabel?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Isabella. As Laura said, I'm the program coordinator in Quiché. So the mentors and communities of Los Angeles, of San Felipe and Ojo de Agua expect in 2024 to exchange incredible and unique experiences to strengthen our knowledge about cultures, languages, traditions, technologies, histories, and more. So also to build friendships and develop lifelong skills. So thank you so much. We will be waiting for you next year to have the experiences that you had in Las Arrugas as well. So thank you so much.
Oh, this is beautiful. Don't miss it. Thank you. We are waiting for you. So those who are going to be blessed to go to the trip in 2024, wow, it's going to be really amazing. And then next we have a beautiful song prepared by the students of Las Arrugas called Un Millón de Amigos, A Million Friends. They wanted to sing this to you, DCS students, because they truly feel that you are going to be your forever friends. Friends forever. So they are having some technical issues, but I also wanted to take the time to share with you, as you have seen and you have heard, they are part of our Guatemala Groundswell program. They basically receive a scholarship, they receive tablets, they receive virtual training, local training, and this is thanks to programs like Durham College, but also thanks to monthly donors. So we highly encourage everyone who wants to become a monthly donor and support one of our scholars. Currently, we are supporting 28 mentors, 12 in Las Arrugas, 8 in Ojo de Agua, in San Felipe, and 7 in Ojo de Agua. There are around 55 plus students on the waiting list. So we truly hope that, even if it's $1 or $2 that you can become a monthly donor, that's gonna help. A full scholarship is $50, and that includes the learning circle supplies that we are giving them. But whatever amount it is, it really helps. Even if it's a cup of coffee that you might be missing in a month, that's really enough. So if you want to become a monthly donor and support one of these kids, we highly encourage you. We also have the option to donate, one-time donation. All these donations are going towards our programs in Guatemala. Thank you. Noé, ¿listo? Ok, Noé, puedes comenzar. Noé. Noé, no te escuchamos. Just saying, we cannot hear you. So we are having some technical issues there, but Isabel, are you ready? ¿Estás lista?
Sí, solo me dan unos minutos para compartir pantalla y ya.
Ok.
Bueno, vamos a ir nosotros, chicos.
This is what happens with technology. What to do? We were blessed because we didn't lose them before, so that's great. Noé, no te escuchamos, no escuchamos a los chicos. Noé, ¿nos escuchas? Oh, they prepare so many things. I feel bad. Noé, ¿nos escuchas? Noé, ¿puedes acercarte un poco hacia, puedes pedirle a los chicos que se acerquen un poco hacia la pantalla? Isabel, ¿estás lista? Okay, so Isabel is going to share a performance that the students in Quiche prepared for all of you. We hope you enjoy it. Isabel.
No me dejas compartir pantalla, si me pudieras dar.
Simplemente pon tu celular, o sea, pon allá el audio, porque aquí no puedes.
No se va a escuchar. Ayer lo probamos, no se pudo ver. Vamos a hacer todo lo posible.
Dale, ponlo desde tu celular. Oriana is trying to coordinate with Noé. So they are actually performing a dance, a typical dance from Guatemala.
¿Nos escuchaste?
Un poquito. De pronto si le damos más bien la oportunidad a los chicos para decir adiós y ya con esto concluimos, Noé.
Sí, perfecto.
So, yeah, this is a song. Basically, this is a translation of the song. That was something they were preparing. Unfortunately, technical issues, we couldn't hear them. But they just want to say a few words, and with this, we are closing. Dímelo, comienza.
Muchas gracias a todos ustedes por estar aquí con nosotros, compartiendo, por enseñarnos, por todo lo que han hecho por nosotros. Todos nosotros estamos muy agradecidos. Los queremos mucho y esperamos verlos muy pronto.
Thank you, everyone, for today. We hope to see you. We hope that you enjoy the projects, that you enjoy seeing them, meeting them, and learning more about our communities, about DCS students, all the amazing work they are doing, and also youth mentors in Guatemala. Thank you. Gracias.
As you can imagine from the slide, this is where we lead to a close. And so we want to thank a few people, not only everyone here, students, faculty, but we really want to thank the International Office, Janine Knight-Grofe. Thank you so much for your leadership, your passion, your dedication.
Just echoing what Jen has said, thank you all very much for coming, for sticking around. Hopefully you're going to take something away from this as well that you will not forget, even if it's just an opportunity to go and check out some of these stories, which will be on YouTube. There are a bunch of hashtags that we have been using. I'll let Jennifer rhyme those off for you. Just go and take a look, like even just 10, 15 minutes, and find one or two of the videos to get a little bit more of the story and the perspectives, and just to recognize how powerful it can be to make even a small contribution to people who really don't have a lot. And so they know, as I said in that video, I think it was Josh Matez, their values are, they really know what to value. It's like, we get trapped up in a lot of things that they don't have, and so they value each other. And I think it's one of the main lessons that we can all take away from something like this, even if you're experiencing it just like this today. So thank you again.
Thank you, Marnie. And I want to invite Janine to stand up because she is the yes, please do. She's right over there. She's the Director of International Education here at Durham College. Thank you, Janine. Without your leadership and guidance, we would not have projects like this. Danielle, thank you very much for spearheading this back in 2019, very much. Again, to all of our colleagues, our sponsors, the students. Thank each and every one of you. It was a pleasure, sincerely, respectfully. And that brings our premiere this year to a close. We thank you very much. Please look for hashtags DC in Guatemala, hashtag DC in Guatemala 2023. And there's a few others. You can find our posts on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. Go out there and check out the stories, and more are coming. We look forward to our next iteration of the FLCA next year in the fall. Thank you very much. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.